Hello everybody, welcome to Stonehearth with me, Banto. We're back in my town, Silverrock, and after a previous video I have decided that all the previous name requests are gone. If you did post one in the previous video, before the first episode of this new series, those names will also be added, of course, but all other names, they are removed, so this is your best chance to get into the game. I haven't decided if I will go for first person who actually types get it in, or if I will make some kind of lottery. I don't know how I would make the lottery, but I might do that. So we will see what we do that. Let me know guys what you think about it. So something I want to do today, I want to continue working with our towers here. This is going to be our first structure that we're doing. I want to make so we can actually go outside this thing, and I have an idea for this and I hope you guys can like it. So I want to make pretty much the arches, they can go out here. So we're gonna make it stick out pretty much everywhere. So 2 at this side, 2 here, 2 here. And here we have to make sure it's 2 at that side, and 2 at this side. So this is what my arches are pretty much going to walk on top of this thing. I just want to add a ton of different features to our buildings and so on, so they're gonna be awesome. But we will also be adding a little bit of this thing. This is going to be a little bit darker. So we're actually going to make so this is pretty much free everywhere. Here though, it's going to be a little bit slightly different. We're going to go for this color here. So this is how we're going to do it. And then we're going to have some nice fencing things going on here. Maybe try something like this, perhaps. Maybe not like that. I don't like when it's as open as it is there. We could go like this. We could even fill in here if we want to. I'm not sure if we want to. Maybe we do want that. Let's play around with the idea at least. And I must say, I'm really happy with the decision to go for this. The previous town, it was so unplayable. I wanted to finish this thing. I promised you guys to make an awesome keep and fortress, and I would try to make that promise possible while we're building this new town. I hope we're gonna be able to do that. I really hope so, because I really want to do it, because something like that could look amazing. So that will be some support for holding these things up. I think that's gonna be real nice. Pretty awesome. So we got that done. I think that looks pretty good. I hope you guys like it. We're gonna go for some doors, perhaps. Maybe put it on one side. We can have this in the middle. The double door do not match in the middle. We can have a double door on one of the sides if we want to. But I feel like a smaller door would be better for this. So something like that could be pretty cool. But now we're gonna make so we can actually get up to the next floor for this thing, because we're gonna go 1 step above what we normally do with these towers. So 1 story higher than what we normally do with these. I feel like I have to put my people to more work, they should be doing more stuff. Maybe we should let's get a mason. Let's make a mason's hammer. I just don't want them to stand around like that. I want them to put them to a little bit of work. We should maintain this, by the way. Farmer's hoes are still a really good source of income for gold, because you get 10 gold for each one of these that when you sell them, and that is really good. Want to keep 2 of these swords always in stockpile, can sell them, or we could use them. It's better to use farmer's hoe for selling, because these 2 they give the same amount of gold. But actually they have changed these things, so they require the same amount of wood. Before it was actually 1 wood for this one and 2 for this one. Could be different crafting times, I'm not sure. Gotta check it out later, see how it is nowadays. Since it seems like they have changed it a little bit. And this time we're gonna get this scarecrow as well. I would love to have that at the farm, it's gonna be amazing. This is from the cafe models, as you can see down here. So that's something we're gonna get later on. Daily update! Ooh, we don't beat it, surprise! The food is going good though. Let's see who's gonna be our mason. Someone with a pretty good mind. I think I'm gonna go for Emmy. She don't have that good of a body, but she got a really good mind, which is really crucial for having a good crafter in this game. So we want to make stairs so they can get up to the next level. I'm kind of thinking about having stairs that goes over these stairs, but like from the side. I don't want to cover any of the walls because potential windows and stuff could be there. And we also have to think about that we might want to have, so you can go outside here. I think we're gonna have a door here, but maybe should go for double one. We will see if we can add later. We don't have to add it now. So we just gotta keep and be aware that we might need that space for adding a door, and the same for this side here. And we're probably gonna have a door here like I was saying before. We're actually on, that's gonna be the next floor actually, so this side is actually, this is a pretty good side for adding something like that. Because we're most likely not gonna have any like windows there, so this should be a good side. So maybe something like this would be nice. Here we go, we're gonna do the same here. So there we go, we got the stairs. Let's make them look a little bit nicer. Gonna do it for these also, I forgot to do it in the previous episode, so we're gonna change this. I want to get in like a lot of details for this, because I really like to make detailed stuff. I think you guys who have watched me before know that I like to make stuff detailed. I'm actually gonna add some pillars that's gonna go up here to support the roof above this. I think that's gonna be pretty nice actually to have down here. Go something like this. Seems like we got a height for it. That's 5 of them. 5 in height. Pretty much as high as we got the stairs is how high we're gonna go with this. This was 1, maybe too much. 2 too much really. Here we go. We could add more, I'm not sure. I don't think we're gonna add more, or should we? Maybe it looks better if we add more. We skip that, we go for that. That should be nice. We could even go like go crazy with this thing. We can even customize something like this just to make it look more interesting, like the opening for this thing. Let's do it for this other side as well. You know, if you really want to go super like advanced with crafting and like making custom houses, you can really do it in this game. That's a really good part about this game that I think. That's an awesome thing with this game. So now we're gonna add the next floor. Gotta make sure that we're not changing on the colors. We don't want to do that. So I think we're gonna do it this way, like... Oh my god, did I change the color here? Let's check it out. Okay, so it's safe. The revert worked out there. But this is the one of the features I said before. I really don't like that you can like repaint things like this easily. It's just very frustrating. It's like almost no time at all it has helped me with anything. But personally, I really don't like that thing. Okay, so we got that done. We're gonna do the same, pretty much the same for the floor here as we did for the other one, except for that we're not gonna like decrease the size of this thing. So it's gonna be the same shape as we have like below this thing, pretty much. So I think that's about it, pretty much. Oh, we get invaders. What do we get? Some small little entlings. This should be easy. And by the way, we should try out using these militia things. I have pretty much like never used them, but I'm gonna try to add some people to it. I'm not sure how it will actually help. But we're gonna have John Carvard. He's gonna be unrolled. He's probably gonna be a soldier because he got an awesome body. And Cecil Hunterton can also be one. I'm not gonna change the job. Enroll you to the militia. That's gonna be good. I think that's what we're gonna go for. So I think maybe when we rally people, we will actually be able to like control them maybe a different way, or they will be maybe fighting a different way. It's either going away further than your normal halflings would. The normal halflings just stay on the flag. The militia actually go and fight with them. It don't seem like you have like any direct control of them, what I can see. Come on, my people. You'll probably get a soldier. We can actually promote one of my people for the moment to be a soldier. So let's go for Jon Carver. He's gonna be our first soldier. Gonna be awesome. And I'm actually gonna name this guy. So this is a request from the previous video. So this is gonna be Genghis Khan. Welcome to the town. Hope you're gonna have a great time here and protect us from all the invasions. And also this is from a mod. This is the cafe mod. I think we need to get a well to get some water for my people. I hope it's gonna work. The last time when I tried it pretty much didn't work. I couldn't see any way to like place it out. And before we can actually get that, we have to craft some other things. We have to make a workbench to start with. There we go, we get a workbench at least. I'm gonna put out a few more of these large crates. I don't dare to put them on top of each other, by the way, because there have been a lot of errors recently when placing crates on crates. I'm gonna try it when not recording later and see if it works again, but there were a lot of problems with it before, so that's why I'm like avoiding it for the moment, pretty much. Should get our mason to do some work for us. We can get up to level 2 so we can make a well for us. Gonna maintain a couple of like basic things. This could be nice to have. I would love to make some kind of church or some cathedral or some kind of thing later on. It'd be awesome. I think that could sit in with the town really nice. Maintain maybe 2 gates. Some lovely little bird baths, so pretty. I think that's about it, maybe for the moment. The good thing that we're doing this as well is that maybe, you know, with these towers that we're making, maybe we don't want to have like these wooden windows. Maybe we want to have the stone windows. So that's a good reason to get up the stonemason early on as well. Don't seem like my people are like thirsty anymore. Not sure what happened. Did they go drink some water? I don't know. Maybe they got a little bit of water from actually eating. That do make sense. Some hydration from that. Carpenter Elio Umbro already level 4. Mard Nonacle is level 2. That's awesome. Emil Labam, she level Mason level 1. Awesome. Wanna have some chairs, that can be nice. 2 tables. Level 2 we can make the stone well. Should just try to get a stone mace soon. Would be awesome. A little bit more damage. Okay, so let's see if we can add back the roof here. Go for this color. I think that's a pretty good length. 8 for length for that. Be nice. The controller check this like flaw as well. As you see here, do not look the same. They're so easy, by the way, in this game. It's to make the tiniest of little tiny arrows, but it's good to have your eagle eyes to watch out what's going on. It's so many times you guys have like helped me find some problems somewhere. But this should be correct. You know that the pillars are there, so that make it correct. So let's add another floor. I think we maybe can add the walls directly to this. Yeah, we can. So we don't have to go for any custom walls or anything. We can just go for this directly like this. I do see a potential trouble, but we can fix it pretty easily. We just have to add maybe a little bit back like that. They should be able to walk up there, so we're just gonna make this a little bit shorter. I think it was 2 shorter, something like that. We got 6 there, and we got 6 here as well. So that should be able to put like a small door here. Yeah, that works out. Because I wanted to have so they can like walk on this thing. That's why when I want to have those things. Maybe we'll have something like we had for the other one. Maybe we don't. It's interfering with the door a bit if we do. I think we go like this for this one. So here we're gonna have like kind of like a gate pretty much. So I'm gonna first do it maybe with this one. So I think these are like the same building now, building number 4, even though we have no other building, this is building number 4. Makes totally sense. I'm also gonna change this a little bit. I want to go for like a different color here. Just a little bit of a bright one inside this thing. And also thinking about, you know, we could have the gate out here, but I'm really thinking about if like the gate is gonna be here instead. Like behind this thing. That maybe makes sense. Might not make sense, but this is my town and I do whatever I want. So we're gonna do something like this. Be a pretty big one. Of course it's gonna look like this is like pretty much held open, pretty much. Maybe we can go for like thicker in the middle, I don't know. We can make some kind of pattern in the middle. This is gonna go down as well, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky to do this thing, to be honest. But we can pretty much, the easiest way is probably to just go like this. We just keep dragging down, pretty much, and we just remove the things we don't want to have instead of adding the things we want to have. So the net worth is at least going up a little bit. I don't want this to go down too far, I think this is pretty much enough. I want it to go up more. I think one more is gonna make this good. Because then we're gonna get these nice things. So here we can create some patterns pretty much. You can have it like this, for example. Pretty interesting. It looks a little bit broken when we get up here. But I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. I'm gonna keep the theme going for this. Not much higher than we got here, I think. Something like that in height, maybe. I think something like that's pretty nice. Maybe up here we'll actually change the color and we go for a dark stone metal color, pretty much. Holding this thing. And maybe we do like this thing, like imagine it in some weird way. This was what was like holding and pulling it up and so on. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Let's have to do something with this. I'm not entirely sure if we should have it exactly like this there for the moment. Kind of looks a little bit strange. What happens if we go back and pretty much like fill this entire thing in? We could have it like that in the bottom. We could also go pretty much like that. That's another way. But I think it maybe looks better when it's like, maybe when it's solid. Let's go for this way. Let's go for this way. I think that's pretty good. We should be able to walk here and this is going down behind them. We're gonna go for adding some of these nice things. I'm gonna change them a bit. I'm gonna have like one of these pretty much in center if we can get it there. So that's maybe not going to work. We could have it like this maybe. And maybe we add this as well. That's pretty nice entrance. Some extra things pretty much to hold this thing up. Yeah, actually maybe we go like that. That maybe actually looks a little bit better. That's pretty nice. I think it started to look really awesome, to be honest. A bit strange that it's maybe behind this, but you know, we're trying a different way this time. I just think it looks better if it's like this, if it's like open like this. If it would be in front of this thing will be totally useless when that is open. So that's pretty much where we're having it there. It could be like in between, you can walk around it, but that would also be pretty weird. Let's see if we can get maybe some stone windows, because I think I want to use the stone ones. So we're pretty much out of stone. We should have a little bit more. There's a little bushes. There's a little bit more stone. Since we're making walls and we're living on an island, that might create a problem, but we can always go there, get more, or we can just dig down in the dirt. The dirt also gives a little bit of stone. Wow, look at the amount of berries we got here. Wow. And we can go over here and like go for looking for resources, gather some stone. But we're definitely gonna have to like travel around, and I think that I will actually be like letting my people build this thing, at least to start with. So we have to wait a little bit with the windows, but we should be able to get like another stair to go up pretty much. So maybe we'll put this stair. Could we maybe put it right next to this one? Maybe here is better. Here it should be pretty good, I think. Maybe a little bit further from the wall. Maybe like that. I think that's gonna be nicer. It looks a little bit weird when the stairs is right inside the wall. Let's check it out. Emily Bum, Mason level 2. That's nice. I haven't seen that icon before, by the way, when they like go up in level. Let's see what happens after eating. If this water thing is going away, I don't know. It actually went away. So maybe that mod is actually just using it pretty much as a food thing. So you don't really have to drink out with the gas. You get the water from pretty much eating. Oh, no. Yes. Good, I could go back with that. So many times that I click that. It's so annoying. So I want to have some things here as well, like we had before. There we go, we should be able to get up with both of these. Let's go for this will be the last floor that we can add. This is gonna be the top of our tower, and that's gonna be awesome. But we would really need to go and scavenge and look for like stone, because we're gonna need so much stone for this. It's crazy how much we're gonna need. This is also so nice when like the revert tool works, because we can just go like this and we can remove stuff. And we can like add it back again pretty much. So we went for 6 for that. Let's check where the other one is. It's so easy to like peek under like this. So there we go, there we got that one. Nice. Let's change the floor here again though. Okay, so we should have everything fixed with this. So this will be like the end of the top here. I think I'm gonna add like maybe one more everywhere around this entire thing to give it a nicer look. That should be about it. This is one of the steps that are really easy to like mess something up. There's one block somewhere and it might become weird. I don't know how, but in some way I'm placing these things. Yeah, I'm not using slab, that's why. Normally when I do this thing I use slab for this thing, and I actually didn't do it this time, which might be a mistake to not do it, I don't know. Okay, so let's check this out. Let's make sure that this looks the same. Yeah, that looks alright to me. Good. Let's see if we can make something more. We have these windows. Do we want to use them? We do have these wooden ones. I think the wooden ones actually looks pretty good as well, to be honest. We can't put them like that. Be like that if we're gonna have it. Let's try this one. Let's try to go for these ones instead. maybe they look better. Stone with stone. We can have like maybe 2 more windows here. Like that would be nice. Give them some overwatch outside here so they can see what's going on. Actually, this side. Whoa, I'm doing that the wrong side. But it doesn't hurt. We could have windows here as well. Why not? Makes sense to have it. But we need to have windows here then. Don't think we need a window here. Go for up in the top with the windows. But guys, this will be it for today with Stonehearth. So we have continued a little bit. It takes quite a while while making something this detailed. I know it's taken quite a while, but we're gonna get there eventually. I hope this is gonna be worth it. We still have a lot to do with this. We have more walls to do and so on. But I think it's starting to go a little bit better. Once we start to build this, we're gonna get a little bit more net worth so we can actually beat this. We're actually getting pretty close to beating it already. But guys, thanks for checking out this episode. Hope you guys had a great time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Take care.